Hello and welcome back to another installment of Poke Fodder. And what I am doing today is basically this is going to be just like a normal Poke Fodder video, only I'm doing it live. I'm just going to test this out, see how it goes. We do have the team match, which started. I did the auto select, if you guys will remember, from a previous video, but I think I'm on Giratina, which looks like we are currently in second place. The achievement rewards, here's the deal. You get 2 booster tickets, 50 Carmonite, 140 ingot, a QBX, and as you can see, I've done 7 duels. I have 5 wins, and my 2 losses were horrendous. We're not even going to talk about that. But if you'll notice, I have 0 points collected because just previous to the start of my team event, I had nothing but rainbow boosters, and I still have 11 hours left on my current booster, which means my last rainbow booster didn't even stop until like 13 hours ago. And then in my first match that I could pick up a booster, I get another rainbow booster. So this isn't boding really well for me as far as being able to reach the EX cube. But I think more and more as the game progresses and raw strength means less and abilities mean more in the game, I think that cubes are, sea levels are not as important as, say, they once were a year ago. So what I'm going to do today is I could run my Ultra deck, but I'm actually not going to use this one. What I want to do today is I want to revisit. And I've always said I'm done with the twins. I'm done with them, I'm done with them, I'm done with them. Well, maybe the rumors of the twins' death were slightly exaggerated. And what I mean by that is this is, for all intents and purposes, the new Banish deck. And yes, that is arguable because you do have the Mimikyu, Tapu Fini, and Poliwrath deck, which is a Banish deck. But if we look at the deck that is here, with the new figure Altaria, I believe, giving a buff to dragon types, now you have your Zekrom with the Coco buff, like a 160 Banish move, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's dumb. And for the record, I think Banish is the absolute worst thing that has ever happened to Pokemon Duel, even worse than Deodex, because you get so heavily punished for one bad roll, or, you know, depending on what deck you're running, maybe it's 2 bad rolls. So what this deck has is, obviously the twins can banish, but then, oh, I guess I have to go find it again. I have too many decks here. I need to get rid of some of these. But if we look at Altaria, Perish Song actually can end up banishing your figures. So what ends up happening with this deck is either you attack my Altaria if I roll my Perish Song, then I have the opportunity of banishing your figure with a straight attack, or if you get unfortunate and my Resh or Zek land their banish roll and they're both on the field, then it's GG to you as well. And it doesn't take many banishes before your deck is completely ruined. And I really felt bad because the team event is set up where you can realistically face someone 700 points lower than you. And if you're anywhere in the 3000s and you're facing someone even 500 points under you, so someone in the 2600 range, they may have OP figures, but maybe their skill level isn't quite what yours is. And so they put one figure in a precarious situation, get it banished, and I ended up banishing all but one of my opponent's figures, and then they just quit. And I don't blame them. And that is just not, it's not a good mechanic for the game. I would prefer it to be a little more skilled. But that is what the developers have given us. That is where they feel like they want the direction of their game to go. And they're making it heavily prevalent with the figures that are being released. And if that's what they're going to do, then, I can say what I think and why I think it's a bad mechanic for the game while my figures are being banished. So, they have made the first step with the Mega Alteria that can recall banished figures, but I have yet to play against a Mega Alteria. Well, I take that back. I think I played against one. And I think, if I remember correctly, and I've only looked at the figure the one time I did the video, I'm thinking that you have to knock it out in order for them to call back their figures. So don't attack it, and you should be okay, I guess. I don't know. We are not going to have to face that situation here, and I'm just going to open up with my Coco in the middle. I pretty much have to stall out, and my opponent's absolutely going to let me stall out here to get the weight 9 removed from my twins. And, that pretty much plays directly into my hand. I didn't even notice my opponent is running a nice little Banish deck and has the added twist of Magearna in there to remove curse markers. Very creative deck. Duel, I don't know who you are, but I give you a thumbs up on the creativity on your deck. I like it, and I think it's kind of funny that the time that I want to showcase this deck, we're going to get a double helping of showcase on the deck. So I'm going to take my my little new bird here, Altaria, and this should be interesting. What is my opponent running for plates? I never look. I'm so bad about that. Hurl jump, goal block, counterattack, 1 overdrive. Interesting. He does have Rush and Zek on the board, but neither one of them can get to my Tapu Koko. We're going to see what he wants to do. He should probably attack here, and he does. And hit's going to be a win for him, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not much doubt about that. Let me think here. I don't think if I roll Perish Song, that's not going to work, but at least now he's burned. I don't think Magearna can uncurse itself, so we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm off to a pretty bad start, and my opponent is keeping his figures back, as he probably should do. I'm going to go ahead, and I'm running double Max Revive. I'm going to go ahead and move forward here. Now, my opponent will most likely move his Magearna out of the harm's way here. At least that's what I would do if I were him. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I think I want to bring this figure out. And so this is going to be an interesting little chess match because my opponent doesn't want to get anywhere near my twins, and quite honestly, I don't really want to get anywhere near his twins. And what we've had develop, and what I've seen develop since the newest update of 5.0.9, is that let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm actually just going to drop my Coco back. We've had 2 camps. We've had the you can't attack because they have Zoro and Baby Zoro on the board. This is going to become a stall fest, I believe. Because if you try to attack, they can swap out, which it honestly is worse than the Cosmo deck. I'm actually going to take my Resh and move Reshiram over here. And then, like, nothing is safe from his twins. And he's just going to keep bouncing around like that. But here's the deal. I'm going to go up here. He's going to backtrack with Zap, and he will probably double chance and try to take out my Reshiram. That's what I would do if I were him. Although he's not going to do the double chance. And that is going to... So now, what do I want to do? There are a lot of options here. I think I think what I want to do is go after Coco. If I miss on Coco, then I lose my figure. But, oh, no, we can't have fly, but he did roll the miss for us. Perfect. And there, I think I drew first blood, if you will. And, man, you know what? Is there any reason not to try to banish this Magearna? I can't, oh, wait. His Magearna is doing -7 damage? I mean, I can't think of a reason not to try to banish his Magearna that is status effect. See how this works out. Again with the miss and the fly. Let's see if we can have a repeat performance. Nope. But we are going to knock him out. And this is going to get some pretty hefty damage at 160 there. And without max revive, that's going to be bad news for him. Although now my Reshiram is actually in harm's way from being banished by, well, what kind of damage? He doesn't have Coco, so he's not getting the +30, so he's going to get his +10. If I roll my 110, I don't think he can cover me. If I roll my Fusion Flare, I think that is bad news, but that's okay because I still have another max revive, and we are going to go ahead and bring Reshiram back out. Let's see. Oh, did he just get banished? And now his Coco, or his Zapdos is banished. I still have to worry about, I'm not out of the clear yet. Yes, I've banished 2 of his figures, but here is the problem in that I can still get my figures banished as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Reshiram or Zekrom in a position where if my Coco gets banished, at least I can try to banish his as a penance, and that's not going to happen. And now there's really no reason for me to attack anymore. He can't bring anybody out. He can't banish me anymore. And it's just not a good situation all the way around for my opponent at this point. Just go there. Yeah, the power creep. Like everything on my board basically is hitting for one. I mean, it has the potential of hitting for 160, except for Coco. But these little guys at +40, if I roll the double flamethrower, is it's 160 or an 80. And it got ugly in a hurry, quite honestly. and all this game came down to right here is the fact that I got 2 lucky rolls early and my opponent didn't. That's, I mean, I wish I could say that there was some skill that I brought in that gave me the advantage, but it's really not. It was my opponent got unlucky. And unfortunately, he pays a dear price for being unlucky. And the game's not over yet. I mean, that's probably going to be game right there. Oh, he didn't get banished because he did roll the flamethrower, which is good to know that at level 5, your figure can't be banished there. But it's just not really going to matter a whole lot. No need to bad move my opponent. Good game, Duel. And what's up, Giggity? And there we go. And like I've said all along, I think Banish is just a bad mechanic for the game. You know, it very easily could have been me getting my figures banished if my Reshiram doesn't blow up his Coco right off the bat. You know, that probably ends up a completely different game. And as you saw, neither one of us really wanted to attack because there is nothing that is safe. When your banish moves are hitting for 140, when Coco first came out, and all of a sudden, what is it? Zekrum's banish move went to like 110. Everybody's like, oh my gosh. And now that's just been compounded. And wow, wasn't someone just saying they just played X attack? And so this ought to be interesting. There's like you guys saw my video where I hope you saw my video where the game ended up 1-on-1. This is another game that could very easily end up being 1v1. Imagine he's got 2 switches, max revive. Oh, here's a mega whatever that figure is, Altaria. And this is going to be another one of those games that's going to be ugly, and it's going to be between myself and X Attack, which one gets the first lucky roll, and that's the one that is most likely going to end up winning the game. And I'm not a fan that basically this game has come down to who gets the first good roll, and then the other person's short a figure and trying to play catch up the rest of the way. The saving grace and the good news for me anyways is that I do have the possibility to banish back. But we've reached a I don't even know how to say it, like a paradox or a paradigm situation in the game where, thank you for the one time I actually want fly, I get it, where you've got figures that the game rewards you for being aggressive and attacking. And in that situation, now they've created figures which you can't attack. Like you can't safely attack into Tapu Fini. Because if it rolls, it's blue, most likely they're going to banish one of your figures. Whoa. Spirit Tomb with 3 MP, huh? So it has started early. We are definitely going to, it's going to be one of those games. A 3 MP Spirit Tomb. I liked Spirit Tomb better when it was Spirit Bomb. Let's see. Now, I don't know. I'm throwing this out there because I don't know. But if we look at the overdrive, choose one of your Pokemon, Reshiram or Zekrom on the field removes all special conditions affecting that Pokemon. So if we look at the details of this plate says special conditions. If you look at other figures, it considers a special condition, curse a special condition, but not here. For some reason, it doesn't remove curse. And I think that's a mistake. I think it's a mistake in their wording. I'm fine with it not removing curse, but I know that there are other figures that it says special conditions specifically, and that includes curse. Whoa, he did get banished. Okay, now since you guys are live and I can ask you guys this question. When I knocked out his Altaria last match, why was it not banished and why was it banished this time? That is a question for you guys. Maybe Soteris knows. He was cursed with Perish Song. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Thank you guys. I knew you guys would be on top of this. You guys are always good like that. So now he's going to try to call back one of his banished figures. I need to actually lose this roll. But if I lose this roll, I get banished. Oh. Wait, so my Zekrom is going to be knocked out in the next 5 moves. Correct? That's the way that this game goes. And when he does, he's going to be banished. I'm thinking that's probably accurate. No, I don't want that. But I can banish him. Oh, the miss. The miss. Is he going to try to land a final song on this figure as well? In turn. Now, I have to read. If this Pokemon is knocked out, all of your Pokemon that have been excluded from the duel. Well, that would be awfully dumb of me to to surround him. That X attack, that was a really good way to try to bait me into surrounding your figure, but it's not gonna happen. 190, 200. Wait. My mind is absolutely blown right now as to what the heck just happened. Uh-oh. I'm going to read the chat. Somebody tell me what the heck just happened there. Because I legit don't have any clue as to what it was I just saw. My I didn't roll for over 200. And he did roll for over 200, right? My opponent rolled for over 200? Final song killed him? It's really sad that it takes a PhD. Oh, crud, I can't get there. To figure out what the heck is going on with Pokemon Duel these days. Oh, he gets attacked to him as well, huh? Okay. Man. Between whatever just happened and trying to keep up with which figures when your opponent is running Zoro has used and hasn't used, like I can't keep up. This game is quickly going beyond. So we're back to this situation again, huh? Okay, so he has Perish Song. I mean, I might as well, right? So he's banished, right? Like he got all of his banished figures back because of I can't keep up with this. This is you should be running with Magearna and attack on. But there's no room. Where am I going to put Magearna in? Am I going to take? I could take out Zapdos, I guess. But I don't know. Yes. So I've banished 3 figures from my opponent, and uh-oh, that's bad news. And then I'm going to lose that roll as well. Yeah, Suicune's good. Like I have no problems with Suicune. Also, with this deck that I'm running right here, I don't care if the twins roll fly. Like, I've just accepted that they're probably going to. And that is just a fact of life. And you just know that Zapdos is going to roll white, and you accept that you're going to roll fly, and that's that. Honestly, Reckless Gaming, I don't have a clue what happened. I wish I had some insight for you as to here's what happened, something about final song eliminated took my Zekrom to the PC and didn't banish him, even though I think it says your players are knocked out, and I was cursed, so being knocked out should have banished me, but it didn't. And then his figure got final song marker as well. And at the end of the day, it was a lot of I don't know what the heck just happened. And I wish I could explain it. If you go through the chats over here, I think somebody knows exactly what happened, but I'm not your guy. Oh, I wish I could roll 69 into his 30. Well, I wish that was inversed. I'll take a fly here, I think. Or just a straight knock. No. It doesn't banish you because you have to place the curse marker with a final song marker. Oh. Okay. And I guess that makes sense. So here's what's going to happen is I'm going to take over his entry point. Then, no, I'm not. You know what? I'm just going to go for this. You just accept that your Coco is going to roll 50. Ugh. Banish is such a bad. And you know what? Honestly, I could not have asked for two better opponents. Does he have Soar? Okay, so I'm just going to have to go here. I could not have asked for two better opponents to do this video on how bad Banish is for the game, because I got two Banish decks, and this is just total carnage. I have no idea what the heck is going on. I mean, I don't really want to do this, but if he lands counter, then GG, or Destiny Bond, same thing. So now I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, and like this right here, like this is not fun. 2-on-2 or 3-on-2 or whatever it's going to end up being. I said it could end up being 1-on-1, but it's not fun. Like I'm not enjoying this. Anyway. So now at least one more figure is going to get the heave ho. He could Tapu Fini. I could end up this game with no more figures on the board, and I'm just going to attack because why not? That's a bummer. I would have rather done something. He's gotten lucky twice with his Fini rolling the 79 and then not getting removed from the game. The biggest one was with one of the twins. So again, we've come down to is which one of us is going to get the worst roll first. I'm just going to go for this and see what happens. Dodge. He's most likely just going to move either there or there, which is cool. And somebody doesn't have to go home, but they got to go out of here. And that's going to be a push. And the one figure that doesn't have a curse marker. So there you go. You win one, you lose one. And after all that, we just, oh no, my guy gets banished. So there you go. Like I said, this was a installment that was a normal installment. I just did it live instead of recording it and then editing it for you. And I could not have picked two better matches to showcase the new age of Banish that has come into the Pokemon Duel world. These things totally should not have both little dodges. Well, I'm not married, RX Gaming, so cool. So anyways, that, my friends, is going to do it for this installment. I still need to do my booster openings for you guys. Maybe I'll cut up that video later on today. And Altaria, yeah. You know, sometimes when I'm doing those videos, I actually go and watch the YouTube and then write them out phonetically on my computer. And when I get too many of them, like 7 or 8, and you guys know, if you've been watching my channel at all, you guys know it's going to take me about a week before I figure out how to pronounce them. And you guys still don't like the way I say Cobalion or Cobalion or Koba or Skirt Birdie. You guys still don't like that, but it is what it is. Anyways, that is going to do it for, I don't have 3 Altarias. Altaria. See, you guys can't even agree on how it's pronounced. There's 3 different pronunciations right here for the same thing, and then you guys want to tell me that I'm saying it wrong too. So 2 of you are saying it wrong as well. How about that? Anyways, we are 30 minutes into this installment. That is going to do it for me, and until next time, guys.